What's up, world? It's your boy Dreamville here for how to rap with the face mask style. You gotta stay safe, y'all out there. And in today's video, we're gonna be talking about how to be a better rapper if you don't have fans already. This is a common concern for up-and-coming artists, and trust me, as somebody who themselves was literally rhyming in their mother's basement and then eventually grew to be traveling around the world being paid just to rap, I know how hard it is to dig yourself out of that kind of starving artist bedroom, no fan position to making this a full-time career. So if you don't have many fans but want to learn how to be a better rapper and get to that professional level, this is the video for you. Now, before we begin, be sure to subscribe to this channel with notifications because we drop weekly videos on exactly how to improve your rapping abilities to a point that you can become a professional rapper yourself. And if you're already 100% sure that you want to become a professional rapper right now, be sure to check out our 6-week artist development course, Rap Tycoon, where I'll show you exactly how to go from no job, no school, to having a full-time rap career on a world tour, just like I did. You can find that by visiting the first link in the video description box below. Now, step 1 on how to be a better rapper, even if you don't have fans, is to leverage what I call sound-alike communities. Leverage sound-alike communities. One of the most underutilized skills of musicians, and especially rappers, is marketing to fan bases of artists that they already sound like. I call these sound-alike communities because it's a self-selecting group of people online or in person who are indicating by them grouping together what kind of artist they like to listen to, what kind of sounds they like to hear from an artist. So just by congregating in a group around certain artists, they're indicating to you by being in that group that they like a certain type of sound. And if a certain new artist comes along, that fan base is almost guaranteed to latch onto the sound of that new artist or yourself. Now, just to be clear, it should go without saying that fan bases tend to congregate around a certain type of sound or certain melodies and sonic choices that they enjoy. There's a sonic expectation around certain groups of artists. How else would record labels like Dreamville, TDE, or Quality Control have so many artists that work so well together and sound cohesive on a track? That's part of the reason labels like that have compilation albums that sound so cohesive, because those labels know what we need to know as up-and-coming artists. Is one of the quickest ways to build a fan base for a new artist, in their case as a label, somebody they just signed, or in your case, just coming into the game, is to align their new signed artists or align yourself as an up-and-comer to other artists that sound like the original ones that the fan base already likes. Now, how do we translate that to you? Well, the first thing you got to do is find artists that have some kind of sonic or tone or sound overlap with you, or artists that just really inspire you and you're likely to sound somewhat like. Now, be sure in this case to not let your ego get in the way. We're not saying that you sound like everyone else or that you're even trying to sound like another artist or whatever. You want to be unique in your own self. But what we're really trying to get at is what is the most likely group of fans that are going to latch on you early on, so we can get you those fans that you don't currently have. So you can think, rather than saying, who do you sound like, aka who are you stealing from, think more, if somebody had just heard your song, what is an artist that you would remind them of, right? Like, what do you remind me of? Think a little bit more positively rather than you're coming into this thinking about who you stolen from or something. So think about an artist that you're likely, if I was to ask you, who do you remind me of, you would answer your main inspiration or somebody that you just sound like. You can additionally ask friends and family for clarification on this, especially if they know rap pretty well and they would know some of the references in sound. And now, after you have that artist, you can use a tool like Musicmapcom to help you find other artists that are similarly sounding in their tone, in their sonic expectations. So as the website Musicmap.com puts it, people who like the artist that you enter into the website might also like the other artists on the map. And the closer the two names are, the greater the probability people will like both artists. So as you're seeing on the screen in our example, if you put Kanye West, the closest names on the map are Frank Ocean, Childish Gambino, J. Cole, and Kendrick Lamar. Now, most of these artists on that list have either worked directly with Kanye West or have said in interviews that they're very heavily inspired by it. Do this process for your own artists that you're influenced by or you sound like, and write that down. After that, you can find the fan bases online, probably online right now because we kind of locked down. You can find the fan bases online of those artists and start to interact with them. And these groups and these pages have thousands of people on them. Just look up the accounts of fan pages and Reddits for rappers like Kendrick, Eminem, Kanye, Cole, and there are thousands of rabid fans waiting for you to talk to them. Now, if you're struggling on what to say to those communities once you've accessed them, I've thrown 2,500 social media post ideas as a free bonus on that course, Rap Tycoon, that I mentioned in the beginning. So be sure to check that link in the video description box below for more info. Step 2 to be a better rapper, even if you don't have fans, is to write what I call guaranteed themes. Another underutilized tactic to gain fans when you don't have them and you're trying to be a better rapper is to write themes of major artists that you pretty much know fans are guaranteed to enjoy. Look, once you're a professional artist, once you're traveling around the world, once you're signed, if that's what you want to do, you can be a little bit more experimental with your art. But right now, you're watching this video because you're trying to get fans. So why not write themes and make your songs around themes that those fans already have indicated they're interested in? This, again, does not mean to literally write the same song or steal somebody's style, but to use the general themes or genre topic of songs that people are already gravitating to in other artists. A perfect example of this is the themes of depression and anxiety, which have come up a lot in the last 10 years of rap. Artists like Juice WRLD, XXXTentacion, Lil Peep have all made very major careers and have very deep fan bases around those particular topics. So if you're an artist that's trying to gain fans and you resonate with those topics, those guaranteed themes, you can start to make more songs about that in order to access those fan bases. Now, of course, you don't have to just follow that topic. If you don't think of yourself as depressed, you can also use themes such as like Haters Doubt Me, which is a Drake guaranteed theme, or self-belief, I love myself, we're gonna be all right, a Kendrick Lamar guaranteed theme. In essence, you wanna make music around themes that fans already gravitate towards. This doesn't mean this is gonna be the only type of songs that you're gonna make in your career, and even now, of course, make a variety of different songs and feel open-minded about it, right? We're artists, but this is another hack that people are not using enough in order to start getting fans when there are none. And step number 3 on how to be a better rapper, even if you don't have fans, is make a fan base flip, what we call a fan base flip. In a similar vein to what we've talked about utilizing fan bases, moving them, getting their attention, you can also create a fan base around another topic or building your brand in another part of life and then transferring, flipping those fans over to your rap career. If you do this correctly, you should be able to nudge, with some good marketing, nudge that fan base into interest in your music. Probably the most well-known example at this point is Lil Nas X. Some people don't realize that Lil Nas X had some clout in a strange way prior to his music blowing up, in that he ran a very successful Nicki Minaj fan account, and so that when his music came online, he was able to nudge that attention a bit towards his track, and then he was able to get numbers basically from scratch, as opposed to trying to get numbers as a rapper first. That is what I call a fan base flip. It's not perfectly guaranteed. It's not 100% happens every time, and sometimes we see influencers try to do music out of nowhere. It's a little cringy, but it's a great hack if you do it right and studying the proper marketing in order to get a fan base when you had. Another recent example is to think of Logic's move from rapper to now Twitch streamer. In his case, he's doing the reverse of rapper to gamer, but there's no reason why you can't go from gamer to rapper if video game is your thing. That's still a fan base flip. The main idea here is that you can flip your fan base from one part of your life, one interest of yours, into your music, especially when you're just trying to get some fans and get some numbers up. Now, before we go, I want to see you in the comments. Y'all know I'm pretty well known in the YouTube sphere for reading every comment, trying to heart every comment as long as it's productive. So I want to see you in the comments, which of these 3 steps for you to be a better rapper, and even if you don't have fans, which of these 3 steps are you going to try first? Which one resonates most with you? I appreciate you watching. Be sure to check out that 6-week development course if you're interested in getting started now. But definitely, thanks for watching. See you in the comments. It's the big homie Drew. We back. Peace.